So YouTube family, Jesus, I have been meaning to film this for like 3 weeks and I just suck. I have no excuses otherwise than I'm a lazy sack of shit. So here we are today on the channel. We are coming to you with a full review, unbiased, thumbnail, unbiased review of Legion Athletics and all of their supplements. After my Alani video, I did have a couple companies reach out to send me more supplements to do reviews, so we will have a couple more companies coming onto this channel for me to review for you guys, unbiased, and just kind of, the way I like to do this is I like to keep them very layman's terms. I don't like to sit here and try to use all these fancy science words to make me look like I'm smarter than I actually am, so you guys don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? I'm going to keep it very easy to understand, very easy to retain, and you guys can make your own choices on whether or not you guys want to invest in any of these products or try them out, okay? I will be trying, I've tried none of these proteins. I'll be trying them live for you guys on this channel. I will be sipping out of my Ghost Shaker cup that I just realized. Because what better way to do a review of one brand than by drinking out of another brand's shaker cup? So, first things first, Legion is a very, very well-known company in this industry. They're known for basically science backing all of their ingredients. You know, if you read the back of pretty much anything, they do break down what's in it and why, and I do respect that a lot. Their blends are very, very clear, they're very clean. I don't have very many negatives I can say about the supplement brand as a whole. Now, when it comes to my own personal opinion on some of their supplements, some people may agree, some people may disagree. I'm going to start with Pulse. Or I'm sorry, this is Pulse. I'm going to start with Recharge by Legion. Please, I don't have Brooklyn here to tell me if that's autofocusing or not. So if it's out of focus, the label says Recharge. Okay, so what this is they label it as their muscle growth and recovery drink. Now, already right there, I'm a little skeptical for a muscle growth drink, right? Because we know muscles grow in a surplus of calories with proper stimulus, etc. So even a supplement saying it's a muscle growth supplement, anything's technically a muscle growth supplement, right? Chicken is a muscle growth supplement. Rice could be a muscle growth supplement. You know what I mean? So protein could be a muscle growth supplement. So that to me, I don't really like that. And again, this is me like really diving in to like try to find negatives, right? So don't think I'm sitting here trying to shit on this brand. I'm just telling you guys what I see and how I perceive things. Now, what's in this? Creatine monohydrates, L-carnitine, L-tartrate, and chlorosolic acid. Now, basically the big claims here is that this is going to aid in insulin sensitivity, right? And combination of L-carnitine and L-tartrate reduces exercise-induced muscle damage and soreness, improves muscle repair, and improves insulin sensitivity. And they're basically saying that chlorosolic acid it enhances the signaling of insulin, which can cause, you know, your upregulation of post-workout carbs to be more lucrative. That part is slightly correct. Now, if you want to take something to focus on insulin sensitivity, do I think we need to buy a product like this? No. You could easily take a glucose disposal agent for 12 bucks for like 40, 50 pills, and you can get creatine monohydrate. I mean, the one that I have, I don't do a certain brand. Creatine monohydrate is creatine monohydrate. I think the one in my cabinet right now is NutriKey, and it's like 1,000 milligrams for, it was like 10 bucks. You know what I mean? And I do 10 milligrams a day. So if you do the math, that's 15 years worth of creatine monohydrate. So my whole take on this Recharge supplement, probably the least necessary out of all of these. Taste-wise, very good. The strawberry lemonade, I have had it before. If you guys like to try it out, you know, I mean, L-carnitine, not too proven to do much when, you know, consumed. So I can't really give a whole backing behind this product in general. Like I said, do we need it? No. If you wanted to utilize it for some degree of insulin sensitivity and to get your creatine in, so you just remember to take it, sure, knock it out. But is it worth the bang for the buck? I'm gonna have to say no. Get that out of here. Going on to number 2, we're gonna go to Pulse, their pre-workout. Please autofocus. I'm gonna assume that's autofocus. So now Pulse, here we go. Just the profiles here. 2 scoops or a serving of this is 6 grams of carbs. Not a huge fan of my macros being filled from supplements, right? My macros being filled, not my micros. So we do have a sodium potassium blend, which I love. That's always good there. We do want a good balance of those two to get good pumps. L-citrulline malate, they have a 2-1, 8 grams of that total. Beta-alanine, now this This right here is where I have my problems with this pre-workout, is their caffeine dosage and their beta-alanine dosage. So for one serving of this, you're looking at 350 milligrams of caffeine. In my personal opinion, that's just way too much caffeine, way more caffeine than I want going into me to stimulate, for my pre-workout, because obviously stimulants are going to trigger our body's stress responses with our sympathetic nervous system, and we don't want those. I mean, they're going to elevate during training anyways, but more oftentimes than not, post-workout, we want to be able to eat, right? And when I see, subjectively, a bunch of clients who take high-stim pre-workouts, they crash once the pre-workout wears off. So near the end of their lifts, they might die off. This is where intra-workout carbs can come in handy, but more oftentimes than not, after that crash, their hunger is pretty blunted from the stimulant intake, right? Caffeine is a natural appetite suppressant. So for me, I think that's a little too much. I prefer pre-workouts that don't go over 200, 250 absolute max, unless I'm like traveling and I'm jet lagged and I'm like, fuck it, I don't even care anymore. I just need to be able to go in there and lift. That's when I'll take a higher stim pre-workout. But those scenarios aren't very common for the average person. And then on top of that, the beta-alanine dosage is 3.6 grams. For me personally, I don't think anything over 1,600 to 1,800 milligrams is necessary. So this is about double that dosage. So it's very, very tingly, it's very sensational, and it's very aggressive when you take it. And again, that is a complete personal preference for me on the way that beta-alanine makes me feel. And clinically dosed, again, I think this is a little too high for it to be known as a clinically dosed, but I'm not going to be able to go that depth into the science background on that particular supplement and its dosage in this. But again, for me personally, the caffeine and the beta-alanine are just way, way too high. It's a little pricier, but there are some good blends in here. I've taken it for a couple times, and I did get really good workouts. My pumps weren't as great as they are on lower stimulant pre-workouts, because caffeine is also a vasorestrictor, right? We want vasodilation when we work out. So when we have a lot of caffeine, our blood vessels will actually restrict a bit, and then blood flow can be inhibited, and it can cause it to be harder to get pumps. But that's a pretty aggressive speculation there. But that's my overview. It is a good pre-workout. Do not get me wrong, you guys. If you like to go in there, if you love the beta-alanine tingles, if you love feeling like you're gonna ram your face through a tank and you don't give a fuck about your caffeine intake, and you do drink a lot of caffeine in general, then go for it, try it out. You may love it. This may be your new favorite pre-workout. But for me personally, it is not my favorite pre-workout. It is a good pre-workout. There are just some dosages that I think could be lower a bit respectively. Moving on to these protein bars. Now I'm gonna tell you guys right now, these fucking protein bars, man, are so good. So good. Most protein bars are relative carb, right? I'm pretty sure every protein bar that I've come into contact with has right around 20 grams of protein, right? Most of them are a little bit higher in fat, lower in carb, or lower in carb. This one's a little bit higher in carb, lower in fat, which personally for me, I like. There is 10 grams of fiber though, which is something I'm not too fond about. That is just a lot of fiber to get from something, I hate the term processed, but processed like a protein bar. If that was a little lower, I would enjoy that, but macros for these are 20 protein, 38 carb, 6 fat, 240 calories total. And again, 10 grams of fiber is just a lot, but I am gonna eat one of these. I tracked one, so I can eat one of these for you guys on camera. So I'll tell you right now, as far as protein bars go, these are one of the better ones that I've tried. Man, I really hope this shit's autofocusing. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna take a bite. So they're very, very, you guys hear this? Is this gross? Oh my God. These are so good. Wow. Like super chewy, super soft. They are so good. They're really, really good. My only thing is that I wish they had a little less fiber in them, but it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. I'm surprised that these don't upset my stomach. So they don't upset my stomach. So if you guys are good to go and you want to try a new protein bar, I would definitely recommend the Legion protein bars. They are very, very good. Now, I am going to try all of these proteins for you guys on camera. Yes, I'm going to be wasting a scoop of all of them because I'm not going to be drinking 4 fucking scoops of protein just for a review. All right. Let's start with number 1. This is Whey. So this is their standardized whey isolate. All of these are 100% whey isolate, and I have 1 casein protein. So I think the macros are all the same on these. Let me double check real quick. These two right here are 1.5 fat, 2 grams of carbs, and 22 grams of protein per scoop. All right, 120 calories. This one is just 2 grams of fat, 2 grams of carbs, 22 protein. So it's just got a half a gram fat more in there. So we're gonna start with cereal milk, and what better way to go off of me drinking out of a Ghost shaker cup than to use multiple shaker cups from different companies to try this company's protein. I think this is the one. Oh no, the scooper is right there. So, all right, right off the bat, smell-wise, it doesn't really smell like anything. So there's that. All of my shaker cups have about 10 ounces of water in them, eyeballed, so that's about what they recommend you use for their protein. We're gonna shake this up. And I'm gonna say, first and foremost, I'm seeing very good mixability. I'm not seeing a lot of chunks running around. I barely shook that, which is always a positive for me. Oh. Have you guys seen that tweet? I feel like that tweet of that lady who's drinking the soda. No. Well, no. Oh! This is pretty good. This is actually really good. It does kind of taste like a faint cereal milk. So I'm going to say they nailed this protein flavor. Cereal milk, whey protein. Yeah, man, wow, that's good. I hate that I'm gonna throw that away, but if I had 4 scoops of protein, stomach would not be happy. Shaker cup number 2. Thanks, Lonnie Nutrition, for sponsoring my review. This is mocha cappuccino. Now, just disclaimer, I'm not a huge chocolates fan, and I'm not a huge coffee fan in terms of taste. If I drink my coffee, I like my coffee like I like my women. So, number 2, the same mixability here. I mean, I'm barely shaking these, and they're solidifying very, very well. So that's a big plus for me. Nope, I absolutely hate that, 100%, but again, nope, I'll tell you what though, that tastes exactly like a mocha cappuccino. 100%, and I hate them. I go to Starbucks, I order them, I hate them. I don't order them, but I've had them, I don't like them. But if you like cappuccinos and mocha stuff, this tastes identical to a mocha cappuccino in terms of coffee. So, just throwing that out there. This one is salted caramel, and I am hyped for this one. This one, hello? This one seems to have come without a scooper. So I'm going to use the cereal milk scooper because this one's taste, or the smell of this one's not as potent. So we're gonna use that, and then we'll just go ahead and use, oh geez, I was not prepared for this. Brand new shaker cup. So I'm just gonna pour some water into this small one from Legion here. Yeah, that's good enough. So we're gonna go ahead and do 1 scoop of salted caramel. I'm kind of excited for this one. I think this one's gonna be really, really good. And I love salted caramel shit, so. Here we go. Oh yeah. It almost tastes like a salted caramel toffee type vibe to it. All of these proteins so far have passed my test. I think they all taste amazing, except for the cappuccino one, because cappuccino sucks. But again, if you guys like that, obviously that's my personal taste bud preference. Everybody's taste buds are different. I just don't like that taste. But as far as mixability goes, as far as drinkability, as far as blend, like these proteins are all, I don't know why I didn't put a scoop in there. But hey, Legion review, baby. But these have all passed my test. These are all very, very good quality proteins. They mix well. They taste great. They've got a great macro profile to them. They've got a great amino acid profile to them. I don't have any complaints about these proteins at all. So last one I'm going to try is their casein protein. Now, this is strawberry. Macros on this, 2 fats, 5 carb, 26 protein. Pretty odd to me that their casein protein has more protein in it than their whey. Not that big of a deal. My whole thing on casein though, guys, I think it's a very, very unnecessary supplement if you're eating, you know, a good amount of protein throughout the day. Casein really just doesn't have enough leucine or amino acids total to really spike protein synthesis and cause, you know, anabolic properties to it. If anything, it's a good anti-catabolist, but again, if you're eating, you know, your proper threshold of protein here, there's not really much need for casein protein. Yeah, it's slow release, and a lot of bodybuilders argue that they drink it before bed so that their body's synthesizing protein while they sleep. And there's some studies on that, but are they extremely conclusive? No. My personal preference, if I am going to use a casein protein, there's nothing wrong with casein protein, right? It's just not going to spike muscle protein synthesis as well or absorb as fast as a whey protein, right? I don't really recommend using protein too much. I'd say 1 to 2 scoops a day max. 2 scoops if your protein's like pretty high for your body weight. 1 scoop is all I do a day, and I do it in my morning smoothies. But if I was gonna like make protein pancakes or something like that, I would definitely use casein because it's a little thicker and it does fluff up a little bit more. So if you guys want to make strawberry pancakes with this, it's probably gonna be fire. So let's taste this one. Yeah, you know, I gotta be honest, I'm not a huge fan of this one. I'm not really too fond of that strawberry flavor. It seems very tart to me, and it is very chunky. The mixability is not as great. I didn't put as much water in that one, but not to a degree where I would be, you know, experiencing aggressive chunks, but that's just kind of my standpoint on this. So I'm gonna have to say it's a no from me, dog, on the casein protein, just in terms of taste and mixability. But again, if you guys want to use it for, I would probably try it again if I was going to make protein pancakes or something like that. Like I said, Living Spaces is here delivering a bed frame right now in the middle of my video. 1 second. What's up, guys? We are back. My bed frame has been built and installed. It looks great. Thank you for asking. Back to what I was saying. I don't remember what I was saying, but I believe I was just closing out this review overall. So, like I said, the casein protein is a no for me. The whey protein's 100% a positive. The pre-workout is okay if that is your preference of pre-workouts. It's just not mine. Protein bars, A1, except for the fiber intake. I'm trying to find a positive and a negative to everything, right? Everything does. There's always a yin to a yang, you know what I mean? Nothing's going to be 100% perfect. And like I said, I could say I wish the protein had a little bit higher protein concentrate per scoop. But, you know, there's just like little things like that. But I'm a big fan of their proteins. The recharge, just probably out of all of these things, is the one thing I would say don't waste your money on, because you can get all of those in a different blend for a lot cheaper, or just, you know, like I said, buy creatine monohydrate on your own, and then utilize a glucose disposal agent if that was really what you were trying to do, but it's really not that necessary. The creatine monohydrate, yes, I think everybody should be supplementing with that. That's a different video. But if you guys do want to try any of these products, I am going to link the website to Legion Athletics down below. So make sure you guys go in. If there's anything you wanted to try, they do have other supplements. They have a greens drink. They didn't send me that. I think they have a couple other products. I just obviously only sampled what they sent me. And I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form. I am purely doing this unbiased review because they sent me products and we came to terms of me doing this review for them. But my friend Emily Duncan does work with them and does have a code with them. So if you guys do decide to buy anything, I would appreciate it if you used code Emily at checkout. It will save you some money, I believe. I don't even know. Yikes, it was the worst review ever. Now, I'm gonna go do some fucking dishes. So I gotta clean all these shaker cups. Love that for this review. So that is my review on Legion Athletics supplements. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you guys have other companies that you would like to see me review, go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section down below. And as always, make sure you guys give the video a like. Make sure you drop a comment anyways. Make sure you share it. whatever. And if you guys want to support me in any way, shape, or form, all the links to do so are down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next video. I don't know why I did that.